Alright, for this video I'm showing you how to find slope from graphs. So I gave you points to plot. The formula for slope from a graph is rise over run. So I'm going to plot the first set of points on the first graph. I have -4, -2. So the first number is always on the x-axis, which is this horizontal one, and then the second number is always on the y-axis. So -4, -2, that means at the -4 on the x-axis I go down to -2. That's point A. And then I have 2, 1. So at the 2 I go up 1. That's point B. And then you need to connect those 2 points with a line. So here's my line. To calculate the slope for this, I need the formula rise over run. So I'm going to pick one point. It doesn't matter which point I start from. I'm just going to start with point A, and I'm going to move up and then over to reach point B. So I'm going to count how many units I go up. I go up 1, 2, 3, 3. So that's my rise, 3. And then my run would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. So over 6. Rise is always on top, run is always on the bottom, and then you just divide 3 divided by 6. That simplifies to 1/2. So my slope is positive 1/2, and anytime you have a positive slope, that is called an increasing line. Also, if you just have the graph, not the slope, you can just look at the graph. It's from left to right. If it's going up, it's going to be positive. Okay, so the next graph that we have, it's gonna be a different type of line. So I'm gonna plot my 2 points. I have -4 and +2 for point A, and then I have 2 and -1. That's B. And again, I just have to connect them with a line. And so now I'm going to do the same formula one more time, rise over run. So doesn't matter which point you start. On the last example I started from point A, so now I'm going to start from point B. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. So again, my rise is 3. And then my run is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But since I moved 6 to the left, if you notice up here, when you move to the left, that's negative. So I have to put a -6. -6 for my run. And so now I just divide. 3 divided by -6. That simplifies to -1/2. So now it's a negative slope. My line is going down from left to right. So this is known as a decreasing line. Last 2 examples. So I have increasing, I have decreasing. Now I have 2 other types of lines. I have points at -3, 2 and at 5, 2. So my line is now flat. Still using the same formula, rise over run. I'm going to use that for all of my graphs. Okay, so to get from point A to point B, I don't have to go up any units, I don't have to go down any units, so my rise here is 0. I do have to move to the right, so I'm going to count how many I move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I move 8 to the right. And so when you divide 0 divided by 8, that gives me 0. So my slope here is 0. This is known as a horizontal line. Anytime your slope is 0, your line is going to be straight like this. This is a horizontal line. And then the last one, I have points at 2, 2 for A, and 2, -4 for B. So now my line is going up and down straight. My rise is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I went 6 up, and then you have to go left or right to get to point A. So that's gonna be 0 for my run. And anytime you have 0 in the denominator, that's gonna give you an error. 6 divided by 0 cannot be done. That's undefined. So anytime you have 0 in the denominator, your slope is undefined. So this is what you would write for your answer for slope, undefined. To classify your line, you would say that it's a vertical line because it has a slope that's undefined.